Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Shoot and Stiff Wrestling Podcast. Welcome to another exciting episode. And this episode is brought to you by Anchor.fm. If you like to start a podcast, then go to Anchor.fm or download the Anchor app and create an account and start talking. And also, this episode is brought to you by ProWrestlingTees.com. Go to ProWrestlingTees.com/The Indian Nightmare. We need to get your merchandise, bandanas, t-shirts, face masks, all wrestling-related accessories are available on ProWrestlingTees.com. And also, this episode is brought to you by Spotify. All kind of music, all songs from all over the world are available only on Spotify. And I wanted to especially personally thank to Redcon1 for giving me an opportunity to become an ambassador, tier 1 operator for Redcon1. Go to www.redcon1.com and Vinish20 to put this 20% code so that you can get 20% discount on every product that you buy from Redcon1.com. All right, let's get started. On this episode, we have a legend, a true Hall of Famer in the world of professional wrestling. Someone who is from Indianapolis, Indiana, who had a close relationship with Randy the Macho Man Savage. He's a legend. He's an iconic coach, a trainer who actually trained some of the bigger names in this business. Guys like Brock Lesner, Batista, John Cena, Randy Orton, CM Punk, and all other guys, and many, many, many more in Ohio Valley Wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Hustler, Rip Rogers, on episode 12 of Shoot and Stiff Wrestling Podcast. And I'm your co-host, Chameleon Vinish, and this is my co-host,
the Sea-Dog from the woods, the man with the can in his hand. Once again, brought to you by Rays. RepSports.com. Use your Rays 40. You get 15% off on your order. And we're here with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Rip Rogers.
Goddamn, what an intro. I'm glad you didn't tell all the girls I got a short dick. It's skinny.
Oh, man.
I can't make them come, but I got a magic fucking tongue. And they can't watch my Just Only fan shit, too.
Oh, man. You gotta subscribe and a free link, sneaky link.
Now, I don't know what that is. Anything technology, I don't fucking know. I just have people set shit up for me.
I heard that.
Are we talking about the length of penises tonight, the thickness, the width, multiple orgasms, or what are we talking about? A little bit of wrestling?
I think we'll stick to wrestling on this one. If a part 2 is asked for, I think we can hit those other other links.
All right,
yeah, maybe that will lead to us getting a sponsor from Blue Chew or something.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So, what's a day in the life of Rip Rogers these days consist of?
Well, fuck, I was at the gym about 5 hours today. Oh, then I did fucking 4 hours and something a podcast.
Yeah, I was at work earlier. I got on TikTok and you popped up on my. You popped up on there. I saw you're on there with your co-host.
Yeah, we started that at 10 something this morning and got done. I got back about 3, so whatever the fuck it was. Because we did a regular show. We did a show that's going to play. Then we did TikTok, and we did some other short snippets or whatever the fuck they call
short.
That shit.
I got you. Yeah.
He's Mr. Technology. I said, handle this shit, Vaughn Lilas. You handle this shit, or just don't fucking have it. Don't fucking bother me. I ain't got time for that shit.
How did that all come about? He come to you and said, hey, you want to do something, or like how did that all?
I've known him since he was 5 years old, and he's a worker, and he's worked for everybody as extra. He's a school teacher 25 years, and then he quit. Yeah, and he's doing stuff with his wife or whatever. So he just sits at home and plays games and shit and does this and that. and we just because I did a podcast, and I did one with Pat McAfee, and then I did some other ones, and now I'm doing another one. We're on week number 38 or 39 or something. I can't fucking remember. Half the time we put the wrong fucking number up there anyway.
Yeah, I've seen that happen a couple times with different podcasts where they say it's episode 7, and then when they upload it, it's episode 8.
Yeah, so
yeah, it happens.
We're just one accident waiting to fucking happen, but who the hell ain't?
Yeah, no, I was told that a couple times. I got told that earlier today at work too. I was an accident that shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, well, Mom and Dad Daddy had to get that dick in that pussy, right?
That's how I was told it worked.
Yeah, you should have shot it on her face and shit instead of fucking putting it in her. Then that son bitch is paying for us all them fucking years, right?
And yeah, he told me he got offered $10K when I was in the at the hospital. Somebody wanted to buy me. I kind of wish they would have.
Yeah, and then you should have got a cut of that, and then you'd have had somebody else who got their inheritance, and then blackmailed your old man, and then you got some of his too.
Yeah, I would have figured out a way to spend $20 million a different way though. If it when it comes to blackmailing, do you find yourself watching the product more now than you did before this all started?
What do you mean watch the product?
Like wrestling.
I don't watch.
That's what exactly
wrestling.
Rip told me 2 or 3 years ago when we did a podcast. Remember, Rip, 2 or 3 years ago? I think we did it in the car, and he said the same thing. Haven't watched wrestling since 2002 or 2001.
Yeah, like if you send me something, what do you think about this match, or how could this be better, or whatever like that, I'll look at it. I don't give a fuck about Tony
makes me happy.
Fucking Khan. Fuck him. He's a fucking idiot. He's rich. He's got all that fucking money. He knows nothing about the fucking wrestling business, but more power to him because he can do it. And if he could get guys jobs, that's fucking great. But like, he's had a fucking thing for 3 years, and their fucking ratings have gotten fucking nobody watches. I don't care. Everybody's sick of WWE until AEW's there. And they hired people. The guys they hired that were names, now they're all overexposed to begin with. They've been watching them on TV for 10 years or more every fucking week, so you're sick of their fucking act. And then they bring them on another one. God damn. How could I miss
so this is going to be the best episode, man. I tell you, C-Dub.
Holy moly.
We're for a treat here.
I just felt the way up. Fuck that. I don't want a job from WWE. Fuck them. I don't want a job from Tony Khan. Fuck him. He's out here playing. He don't know nothing.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
They ought to let me run his football team. Because I was a high school football coach, but I don't know anything compared to what it fucking takes to run a fucking football business, and he's running a goddamn wrestling fucking business. Yeah. So, hey, Tony, get in the ring. If you can't go fucking 60 call on the fly, you are worth the fuck, and you don't know what I'm fucking talking about anyway.
Yeah,
damn.
Yeah, he be coming out there trying to get the crowd hype. You can't even make out what he says. When he comes after Dynamite, so when he comes out there and yells and says, "Stick around for Rampage."
Yeah, they all fucking leave. They had that last night? What's today? Today's Friday, right? So was that the Wednesday crowd that was nobody fucking there?
Yeah, that was Wednesdays, Wednesdays/Fridays, because they record right after it.
Okay, what he's going to have to eventually do is either pay people $10 to sit there and give them free concessions, or let them in free and then pay them $20
or just like
when they
Punk
leave.
did, give a free
they got to pay him $20 to leave because they're a prisoner.
Nah.
But
yeah,
whatever the fuck it is, right? Hey, but more guys got jobs. Now just think now. It's impossible to be any good today. You can't be. We work the territories. We work pretty much every day. Every fucking day we're wrestling.
Not
Now
everybody.
here these fucking guys
Yeah,
are.
there's few.
Well, they run it once a week, and some guys don't fucking work. You're right. So how can you play the major leagues, the NFL or the NBA, and not practice and not play any games? You can't. You got no skills. You lose it, and there ain't nobody there practicing. And in practicing one thing is one way, and practicing in front of people is totally different. Then practicing your fucking wrestling if it's a TV match is totally fucking different. And half the guys there don't work fucking TV anyway because nobody knows who the fuck they are. But it's good for them if they could get a Can you imagine doing this phony goddamn fucking wrestling? You got some goddamn idiot promoter paying you all this fucking money and you don't even wrestle. I couldn't fucking take it because I'd want to fucking work. God damn, I just can't fucking. You can't train 8 hours a day and jack off 6 hours a day. There ain't nothing left to fucking do. And fuck all them fucking whores. Fuck them. All women are just fucking bitches. God damn.
Oh man, that's why I love you so much, man.
Hey, you asked me on here, right?
Yeah. You
Yeah,
get to
definitely. Like I give a fuck. Hey, the greatest guy in the world is the fucking the Tate brothers, right? Yeah. Oh, they're fucking awesome. They're the fucking best. He tells it like it fucking is and burns everybody. He don't give a goddamn rat's ass about nothing. It's fucking awesome.
Hey, no, I'm totally good. I just worry about C-Dub.
You guys, but hey, this is where I always am.
Vanessa already got the heat. Yeah. Right. Yeah, Vanessa already got the heat.
I said
earlier from an earlier
that
podcast.
you just said about AEW. And because I was there, I even worked with Colton.
Okay. All right.
Colt Cabana. I mean, to ask me, hey man, what would you like to do? Like, he didn't even have to do that, but he did what he did. Then second time when I went there, they put me with this two guys. Okay, it's a tag match. Anthony Bowens and Max Caster, two guys. Bowens was the legal man. He tagged Caster. So Caster is the legal man, right? Then Bowens pinned me. The stupid fucking referee count 1, 2, 3.
Right.
They were jumping and they went to the back. Then Tony Khan, lack of inexperience, it took some 5-10 minutes to realize that the wrong guy pinned me. Then the show was happening in front of the wrestlers. It was that time where pandemic was going on. Yeah, Daly's Place, and there was no real fans. So Tony asked us to go back and do it all over again, just like a movie. So from the double down spot, they said, start, camera, action.
Okay.
Paul White got up, and Paul White said, hey, Vinish already took a bunch of bumps. All you have to do, just Bowens, tag Caster, get on the turnbuckle, drop the elbow, pin him 1, 2, 3. Let's get over with this. No, they didn't want to listen to Paul. They just want to give me 1 or 2, whatever the fuck they call Magic Killer or whatever, the slam, suplex. Boom, 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 and then elbow 1, 2, 3.
Must have made up because this Wednesday big show. Paul White donned the Captain Sano gimmick outfit. Did that music video.
Well, good work if you can get it right. What the fuck? He had a 20-some year run at WWE. So no matter
Same
what
with
job
Mark
it
Henry.
is and how easy it is, you get bored. You get tired of the same old fucking shit. Then you got to go somewhere. Then you got to go somewhere else to sort of like recharge.
That's true too. I mean, I mentioned it. A lot of guys from WWE goes there, and they were like, "Oh, this is the place to be. This is the place to be." And I was like, "This is fucking disorganized as fuck." John Moxley, 3:00 in the morning, so drunk, and he was talking to me. He was talking about how bad Vince McMahon was, Canyon Seaman, WWE, and everything was. This is heaven for him, apparently, but it's just terrible.
Well, if the check don't bounce, it's up to you to entertain yourself or whatever. So nobody wants, you don't want,
Hell yeah.
when you're working, see, like I work for Ole Anderson, I work for goddamn Bill Watts. And these guys, they just fucking
they know what they're doing.
Verbally, they do whatever to you because they were fucking wrestlers. Now you got businesses running. You got guys running a wrestling business that aren't wrestlers. They don't know. They haven't put their fucking 20 years in and went up and down the roads every fucking day and know what it needs to do, because TV never goes like it's supposed to. Shit's always going to fucking happen. And you need to use guys that know how to fucking improvise. It's like, I've never been in a ring in my life before a fucking match to go over fucking shit. I know what you can fucking do. I said, if you want to do something, tell me now what it is. I know what you can do. If it's there in the match, I'll get it in there. I'm not going to bullshit you and say, no, fuck you. If it's there for its placement, because how many times they say, okay, you got a 10-minute fucking segment. You walk through fucking Gorilla, they say cut it to fucking 7. All of a sudden the guy does a fucking long entrance or whatever, the bell rings and they say go home. And here's all these fucking goofball babyface fucking nerds, skinny fat nerds. Well, I got to get my shit in. No, motherfucker, you're just fucking selling. You're going to move on this and hit me with one fucking move and pin me. And that's fucking it. And that's all you're fucking getting. And your fucking move is, you can take an ass whooping and you come back, hit me with a big move, and I don't give a shit, carry me fucking out. Don't give a rat's ass. It's phony when I win, and it's phony when I lose.
When I was there, I got a chance to talk to Jake the Snake Roberts, Jerry Lynn, Dean Malenko, and Double A. The one thing that one of these guys said, like, we don't know what we were doing here. We just have a contract, and hey, I just use those money. That's it. And apparently, this is what I heard. Like, these guys are legends. These guys have years and years of experience, and their opinion or their expressions means jack shit in there.
Well, the thing about it is, if he don't ask their opinion, now the whole thing is, I just tell him,
the coffin.
Just hire Cornette. Just hire Cornette now. When Tony wants to do something, what Tony's going to do something fucking stupid. Everything he does is stupid. So now, but Jimmy can say this is why it's fucking stupid. Now it's your business. If you want to fucking do stupid shit, that's on you. If you want to blow $1 billion, that's on you. Even with me running, it's still going to be fucking rotten because of the goddamn overall fucking talent. And he wants to be the goddamn fucking booker, so he can be booker of the goddamn fucking year. And he's not going to fucking list anybody, but he might. But at least a lot of people would feel better that you get some of the older guys and say, hey, this is why it's the fucking shits. So if you do this other stuff, it's still rotten, but it's not as fucking rotten. When you get guys in there that can't throw a fucking punch, god damn.
They've been exposing a lot.
It's so goddamn embarrassing. But what the fuck?
I mean,
right?
I'm not saying the wrestling was never exposed. Well, of course, it was exposed long time ago. But the stuff that they do in the ring, it's just terrible. It's just like, if you can't do it, don't fucking do it. Don't embarrass yourself in front of the camera.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. Hey, can you throw a punch? No. Then hit me safely, as hard as you want. We'll just gut it out for TV, but hit me in a safe fucking place. Don't break my fucking face or anything like that. But we'll make it through this son of a bitch. Don't worry, I will highlight your strengths. If you can do 4 things, we'll do those 4 goddamn fucking things. And if it's your, I don't give a rat's ass. If it's supposed to be a fucking squash meet, I don't care. If it's supposed to be you register, I don't care. If you're supposed to sell, I don't care. Whatever the boss wants, I fucking give it to him. I've been at this a fucking while. Just do the best you can. Do it when, no matter what job it is. If Tony's the boss, do what he goddamn fucking says. The check don't fucking bounce. So what the fuck, right? We want to get in, get out, don't get hurt. Have a good time. Be with as many women as you fucking can. It's a great fucking day. I'm not in here to get fucking hurt. Get real. I couldn't beat my grandma up. So, so just have a good fucking time. Play wrestler. Work out. Fucking do your most fucking muscular. Act like you're fucking over. Lie to everybody like all fucking wrestlers do. Jesus Christ. No wrestlers told the truth. They're fucking
Come on, C-Dub.
Get real. Love the fucking wrestling business.
Yeah, man. If you can go back in time and talk to your younger self, what would you tell yourself?
Fuck, I tell you, when I started, I was so fucking stupid because everybody kayfabe, and I didn't go to no goddamn wrestling school or whatever. I just bullshit my way in. Finally, my other buddy, he bullshit his way. He got me booked somewhere. Within 3 weeks, we're doing WWF TV in Philadelphia and Allentown. Then I start working for Dick the Bruiser, and I start working for the goddamn fucking Sheik. And I started working for Dick Goulas. I was working for all these motherfuckers doing TVs and shit. And then I hooked up with Randy Savage and worked the Maritimes. And then Randy got me booked for Dick Goulas full time. Then his dad got me booked for Frankie Kane in Mississippi. Then we started ICW. And we was on in our infancy. I went out and worked was Buddy Rose's tag partner in fucking Portland. And then come back to ICW. Went back to fucking Portland for 2 weeks. Work thing where I was working a loser leave town match against Piper, and I beat him earlier, and then he did the goodbye speech and everything, and then he fucking beat me, right? But and then I just, such is fucking life. You got to have fucking fun. That was before I started going. Then I went to goddamn Fuller's, to fucking Watts, to fucking Watts, to fucking Fuller again in Southeastern, back to Ole. From Ole to fucking Tampa to fucking Jarrett to fucking Kansas City to fucking South Africa to, let's see, 87 to 88, I went to fucking Calgary. Then I went to Japan. Then I went to the Maritimes. Then I went back to Calgary. Then I went to Puerto Rico for 9 months. That takes us to goddamn 1990.
Adding to this C-Dub,
doing whatever.
I apologize for interfering on this one.
Talking about
on top of that,
man.
This man even remembers the name of the promoters in South Africa. So, C-Dub, let me tell you something.
Ajit Mahara. And God damn it, I can't think. There was two of them, and Ray Harry Prasad, because Ray Harry Prasad pulled a gun on me because me and Tigers, they weren't fucking smart. So me and Tiger Jeet Singh worked like we was going to threat to start a fight in the goddamn hotel room. So fucking Ray Harry Prasad, he had the broken fucking nose, pulls the fucking gun out, and he starts fucking shaking at me, right? And this is when they had apartheid in 1987. So I'm wanting to have sexual intercourse with Tia, the black maid. She says, no, they can't. They'll stone me. I said, what the fuck are you talking about? They said, if I'm with a white man, they will fucking stone me and kill me. I said, holy shit, Tia, I want to fucking do you, but not that goddamn bad. I guess I'll let you slide. You can't make this shit up, can you? But we was in Durban 3 straight Saturday nights. We had 3 straight fucking riots. And I remember the fucking militia got us out of the fucking place. I got slashed with a fucking knife there. It was a hell of a time. They said, I remember the cops or whatever they were, the militia said, me and this other buddy of mine were in the fucking house, and I'm standing up, and you can see the outline. They said, well, we'll lay down or hide or something because they might shoot you. I said, oh, and I remember saying, God damn, what a place to fucking die.
See, everybody remembers chicken curry, chicken tikka masala, but it's really hard to remember the names of the promoter, but this man right here still remembers their names.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, whatever food regimen and stuff for you to be able to keep up and have good sound of mind to remember all that stuff. I mean, you lived a good life, man, a very interesting life. Man, I've been watching a couple clips here and there recently, even previous going back to where you was talking about Macho Man. I saw that apparently y'all had got into it at one time, and Jerry the King Lawyer broke y'all up. I wanted to ask if y'all did. I imagine y'all made up whatever. But if y'all was to have kept beef, you think what kind of diss track would Macho Man had to put out on Rip Rogers? But I could imagine if he did do that, you would have answered the call, unlike somebody else he called out. But
well, see, here's the thing about Randy. Randy was the most. I love Randy to death. He was the most intense, real person I ever met. Okay, but he was sort of paranoid about everything. Like if we went, he went to the bathroom and me and him was living together and he locked the door. I said, "What the fuck are you doing? I don't want to fuck you," you know.
yeah.
But you'd walk in our fucking house and you see all the walls were punched in, right? And it wasn't me. I didn't have a goddamn temper. If me and Randy fought 100 times, he'd beat me 99 times. He wouldn't, you know, he wasn't. I think he'd just fucking kill you and not think nothing about it. I remember we was driving on a fucking trip and was coming back from somewhere, and we was in Nashville somewhere, and I was driving. He said, "Pull over." So I pulled over, and I saying, "Well, he's got to go out and pee or whatever, right?" So we went in, and he jumped, goes, "Let's get the fuck out of here." I said, "Okay." I said, "What happened?" He said, "I threw a brick through Lawler's window." I said, "What? What the fuck's the matter with you? God damn it, just keep going."
Man.
Oh fuck! And I was there at the big Waffle House incident. Now, if you listen to Dutch Mantel, he left me out of it. But before about 4 of them before. See, he's trying to sell. It was on the Rocks thing that he produced about the Memphis territory.
I watched that last night.
Okay, but the whole thing was this didn't happen in the Memphis territory. This happened in Nick Goulis's territory in '78. Randy didn't go work for Jarrett till '83. So he was trying to con it off as something else, see, because it didn't goddamn fucking happen. And Dutch has got a good habit of saying, "I heard" on stories. He ain't never fucking there. It's like I was there when Randy punched Dundee and broke his fucking jaw.
Yeah, that story did sound familiar because I had just watched you and your dude about the Macho Man, and I heard you mention Macho Man jumping up on a table and getting handed a knife, and it was a butter knife. And then I was like, "Wait a minute,
get me a knife." I tossed him a knife, and he says, "Not a butter knife."
Yeah, I was like, "Man, this sounds and looks very familiar." I was like, "How many times does one guy get handed a butter knife?"
Yeah. So, yeah, we didn't eat that night. We went there Wednesday night after Nick Goulis's Wednesday night show. Not working for fucking Jarrett, which the whole thing was supposed to be in the fucking things from Memphis territory. It wasn't the Memphis territory. It's from the Nashville goddamn territory. But you know.
I think they bottled that in or whatever, because I think at the beginning they were saying this, and this area, but it was mainly known as Memphis or whatever. But whenever you said, also when you said Macho Man was not impressed with somebody, and he was like, "Who the fuck cares?" You know? And I was like, "Wait a minute, I was like, how this sounds very familiar." I was like, I just heard this story.
Yeah, and I remember they was fucking beating Randy. Now there wasn't no cell phones or nothing, right?
Yeah.
So I fucking had to go run off to a goddamn payphone to call his dad, because we went down and got Randy out of fucking jail. When we got there, he was handcuffed to the fucking pole. And he had knots on his head, but Bo the dog bit him on the fucking ass and the hamstring.
Damn.
But that was just another night in the life of fucking Randy, you know. So such is life. So things sure happen when we got together. Put it that way.
Did he? So he saw a Slim Jim dealings happen after y'all stopped hanging out.
Oh yeah, that was what he had the Slim Jim thing with WWE.
Yeah, I just imagine. Did he actually eat all those Slim Jims, or he just like
I never seen him eat a Slim Jim in his fucking life. No, he's just endorsing them, right?
Yeah,
get like me. That's like I got a Hustler beer out, but I don't drink beer.
Yeah. You
could-
drink. What is it when you go to Circle K and get them refills? What is it that Rip Rogers puts in that Circle K cup?
No, it's fucking Circle K Pop. Because
Pop?
you can get for $5.99 a month, you can get 30 each day of the month. You can get a large fucking pop, so it costs you like 20 cents.
You sold me on that when I saw you talk. I didn't even know that exists.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, it got me wanting to go to Circle K and start getting me that deal, man.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. So I'll be there. I'll get up at 6 in the morning and go to the goddamn gym. First thing I'll do, Circle K's open 24 hours, so I'll get me the big fucking probably it'd be a Coke or a cherry Coke, but I ain't supposed to have fucking Coke because my fucking heart burns so bad from drinking so many fucking Cokes and coffee. So I'll probably get some kind of pink iced tea or something that don't hurt as bad. So you can't eat fucking perfect. You got to do some bad. You got to do some shitty things in life. So what the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't fucking drink, smoke, or do fucking drugs. But but years ago, if you could give me some free pain pills where I could go to fucking sleep in the car, I would definitely do that if I wasn't fucking driving. So fuck everybody.
Yeah. They're trying to get you a endorsement sponsorship deal from Circle K. Maybe we get away around that $5.49 a month, and you get it free altogether.
Yeah, let's fucking do that. Get some free fucking pop.
Yeah, and actually have somebody working there so you can get that pizza.
I got the pizza today.
Oh yeah, is it
Yeah,
always $5?
It's $5 pizza, and when they cut it, it's a fucking huge pizza, and it's 6 big fucking slices for $5 fucking bucks. So, but you got to have a couple people in there, at least 2, maybe 3 people working where they can cook that shit right. They can cook it right fucking there and put it in a thing in about fucking 12 minutes. It's goddamn done.
Would you say it's better than Little Caesars $5 pizza?
Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Little Caesars is the worst fucking pizza I ever had in my fucking life. God damn, it's fucking horrible. Tastes like fucking cardboard.
Oh. Yeah.
Holy shit.
My little dude loves Little Caesars pizza. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Well, it's like you have Crystal Burgers down in Atlanta, Georgia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now they have White Castles or just Crystals?
It's Crystals here.
Okay,
Yeah.
Now White Castles is up north, and White Castles are even better belly bombs with more onions, more fucking fart city, hell of a shit just exploding out of you.
The
It's
bread
fucking
ain't
awesome.
soggy.
Huh?
The bread doesn't get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soggier than fucking shit. It's awesome.
Oh man.
It don't get any better than that. I'd be in a Z contest, and I have to go out and get me a big fucking sack of fucking White Castles. Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. One of these days, I'll get. I'll if I ever see a White Castle, I don't even think I've ever seen one.
No,
you have seen it in the movie.
Yeah, you have to go up fucking north. Yeah, that's like years ago. There was no speedways up north or anything either. You'd be in Atlanta on down, and they had the speedway gas stations. But I'm going back to 1984.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But everything was fucking regional. Now all them fucking regional things have went goddamn all through the United States, and some of them are going overseas and shit.
Do they got a Buc-ee's up there?
No, what's Buc-ee's? Is that a hamburger joint?
Nah, Buc-ee's is, man, it's like a big, huge ass gas station.
Oh, is that the one that's got like 100 pumps?
Yeah.
Okay, I've heard of them, but I've never seen one.
They got these things called beaver nuggets. It's like the cereal smack, but like these big ass nuggets. Man, it's like eating crack. But I never ate crack, but imagine if you did eat crack, it'd be like eating crack.
Well, that was a good sentence right there. I never had crack, but I'd like to have crack. And if I ate crack, this would fucking happen. But I haven't had it. I might have it, but I couldn't have it. And I shouldn't have it. But what
it won't hold up in court. But if crack, I'm saying beaver nuggets, man. You have to get you a bag of beaver nuggets.
Hey,
I thought it was when someone was mentioned beaver nuggets to me before. I thought it was like jerky or something. So I go in the store and I'm looking for these beaver nuggets, and then all of a sudden I see these big corn sugar puffs, and I'm like, "Those are beaver nuggets." And then I ate one, and then next thing I know, I ate the whole damn bag.
beaver nuggets, that sounds like pussy pills, like a beaver.
Yeah,
Beaver.
I mean,
You
that
call
could be
beaver,
another.
bitch, you shooting a beaver, right? Showing you're a fucking pussy.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
man.
Is this supposed to be it's just like, we got a podcast and we don't ever talk wrestling hardly on a podcast.
Oh,
We can
Lord.
start talking shit. There's no fuck. They said, well, you watch AEW? I said, you got to fucking pay me to watch
Let me ask you
I
a
get fucking
question,
ill. I
Rip.
like
So,
fucking wrestling.
WWE
Yeah.
publicly
fuck.
announced that they're
So-
no longer interested in hiring independent professional wrestlers. Their goal is on kind of like hire college athletes. How much do you think it's going to work out?
About every generation, they keep changing shit. Okay. Now, here's the thing. If you get yourself into business, now here's the good and the bad.
Mm-hmm.
If you've been working for 8 years, indies or whatever, right? You got a general concept of the business, but they need you to work a certain way, so the parts are interchangeable, so you can work it. So it's like if you're the second string guard in the NFL, you got to know all the fucking plays. You got to know when to fucking pull, when to pass block, when to blast block, when to do whatever. And you got to know all the fucking tricks. So if the starter's out, you can step right in there and you're a member of the machine doing the same thing. If you get hurt, the third string guy's doing the same goddamn thing. It might be a second string tackle, but he's second string guard too. You know what I mean? They got to practice all the time to be formidable and to know your goddamn fucking craft. But it's easy now when you train just because you're a great fucking athlete, you got to have a special mindset of being a fucking pro wrestler. And I don't give a fuck about a guy's body, because I can have you looking like Mr. Universe without fucking steroids by just eating right and fucking training, and it's going to. But then again, what Vince McMahon wants. He wants fucking guys. Triple H want guys that look like wrestlers. So just fucking train and quit being fucking lazy, and have a little fucking discipline. Because if you get chosen by them, you get a chance to make more money in a fucking year than you would in a regular job your whole fucking working career. And you get a chance to be fucking over big fucking time, get your dick sucked every fucking night you're fucking out, how many fucking times, be the biggest perv you want to fucking be a half-ass criminal like we all fucking are, the fucking promoters and fucking included. Oh, I only spent $20 million on hush money from all the bitches that have been doing me, Do I want a job from that? No. Hell no. Fuck no. Been there, fucking done that. No. But anyway, we're back to why they was looking at that, right? Now, if you've been wrestling for 8-10 years or whatever, and you get a chance with the big time, your fundamentals, it's already etched. You can't change your basketball shot after. You know what I mean? There's a certain way you run. Everybody's got the way you throw in baseball, the way you do certain things. And it's already etched in your mind because you've done thousands of reps. Even if it's fucking wrong, it seems right to you. But you have to have everybody working on the same fucking page and sort of doing it right. Now, when I taught fucking wrestling, I said, hey, this is the generic thing. But when you become a star, you learning to have. Ronnie Garvin didn't take fucking bumps. He would go to a knee. He would fucking stagger. He would crumble bump like it was real.
There's no bump
there wasn't
and
no
feed.
Fucking flat back bump on a fucking clothesline. Fuck you, motherfucker. It's just like that. Well, how do you fucking want it? Well, just do like everybody else does, so that the marks understand it, or they think it's a botch. You know what I mean? But it's easy. It's easier to teach guys that don't know anything, so you can make it so they can fit into the well-oiled machine of the fucking like the factory, of the wrestling factory, right? this 6'6" muscle guy, great athlete. Then he could work like shit. It doesn't matter. He's just filled apart where he doesn't get hurt. The other guys don't get hurt. Now, what's happened with the AEW guys, what we was talking about before, they're doing all this stupid shit. Half of them are just goddamn indie fucking guys, so their fundamentals are rotten. So you get an indie guy with another indie guy, you might have the world's greatest attitudes, but you're going to get hurt out there because their bodies is never in bump shape because they're not working every day. When we'd work every day, I said, no, I need to take an arm drag tonight. I want to take a hip toss. I want to take a slam. I want to take a backdrop. I want to keep my body. That's like when you're hitting in football practice every day, you don't even feel it. Then you go back and start over. The first 3 days, you can't fucking walk. You can't fucking move. You're beat up. But when you're hitting every day, your body's fucking fine. When you're wrestling every fucking day, it's the norm to blow up. You're in such good fucking wrestling shape. Now you get, when you're there, you got an indie guy and an indie guy, so they're going to hurt each other. They got to get all their shit in. Because now all of a sudden, I know 20 things, I want to get them all in. It's the same shit every fucking match. And you can't beat nobody. You got to get all your fault. Everyone's 2.9. Fuck you. No, I said, I don't want any fucking covers the first 2 fucking matches unless you fucking beat them. A cover's not going to mean nothing unless you're beating somebody sometime. It's pretty fucking simple. That's like the fucking false pins on the fucking main events. It should be stuff they did earlier in the match, but it got a pin off of, so people would buy it as a fucking pin. But anyway, it doesn't matter. They're going to go back and forth. That's like
Logan Paul, yeah.
That's like was it Logan Paul or Jake Paul, whatever. One of them Paul kids,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably weigh 190 pounds, 187 pounds maybe. Yeah, and how could he work with Roman Reigns? Who's basically could be a pro football player, a third generation guy. I'd beat the fuck out of him the whole fucking time. He'd have been the underdog, and people would be, oh my God. At the end, he would be making the fucking comeback. He finally gets the fucking chief fucking going. He finally lifts his feet. Holy shit. He dives on that motherfucker. Boom, 1, 2. And he fucking bench presses the motherfucker off at 2. Holy shit. But you make everything fucking mean something. It's David Goliath. Jesus Christ. This shit's so much fun. It's so fucking easy. If you learn the fucking basics.
Never took a bum in his fucking life.
How in the fuck would Tony know one? He ain't a fucking wrestler. He just has more. Oh. Right. And then referee Aubrey. I love her to death. Now, wait a minute. She's just paying. She's just doing what the boss wants. He's paying her all this money. In the meantime, she's laughing. Because she's becoming a fucking star on her own. I'm just fucking laughing. And she does all the mannerisms because the boss wants it. So if she does things right, she'll be there 15 years. She'll be a fucking move. She'll be like a fucking star on her own. And all she does is do what Tony wants her to do. And she's got all this fucking money playing wrestling referee, and more power to her. What can you say, right? If he says, hey, Big V, I need you to be my goddamn, let's see, whatever character I need, you need to be it, and I don't want you to sell anybody. Okay, I can do that. If Big Show slams you, I can jump right up and flip him the bird. Okay, I can do that. He's fucking paying you, right? Just pay it. You know. Ryback just sent me something.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking Randy Orton sent me a note last night because he had some kind of surgery or whatever. Randy. Yeah. So he's hurt with something.
Man, just based on the guys that you trained, just Batista, Orton, Brock, was Shelton in that class too as well.
Oh, yeah. Shelton's was fucking what a great fucking athlete. God,
yeah,
damn, is he
just
fucking.
Those names alone. I know that you probably more than likely, if you was ever to get the call, hey, you want to go to the Hall of Fame or whatever, you'd probably be like, nah, I'm good. But just
that's exactly what I'd say. No, I'm good.
Just based on the guys there that you trained, that's legitimate. Like, would get you in, no problem. How did the whole training Pat McAfee come about? Was it just being on his on the podcast with him?
No, I live about 7 minutes from Pat's house.
Oh yeah.
And he tracked me down some way. I can't remember, but I took him down to OVW with me.
Yeah.
And he got in the fucking ring, and he had a goddamn ring in his barn, right?
Yeah.
So it was me and Vaughn Lilas and Randall Floyd and a couple other little guys would always go over there and train fucking Pat. And Pat would bust his all. Pat was really good. He could cut a fucking he could out talk everybody.
Oh yeah.
He gave a 20-minute promo. I said, Pat, cut a promo on that fucking light fixture and make it tell me a fucking story. And at the end of it, it all comes down to that light fixture at the top of the ceiling. So he just started talking about whatever. And at the end, at that 20-minute mark, all of a sudden it would all make sense that it would all come down to the last minute was taking it towards that fucking light fixture. He was a fucking just natural. What a nice motherfucking guy, great fucking athlete, fucking humbled and fucking shit. And a couple of months ago, he called. I lose track of time, so it might have been about 3 months ago. I'd have to look at my fucking thing. He said, "Hey, get a Cash App." I said, "What the fuck's a Cash App?" I'm Mr. Technology, right? He said, "Well, goddamn it, just get one." So I said, "Okay." Did I do it? No. He calls me next day. You didn't get a Cash App. I said, "What the fuck do I need a Cash fucking app for? I don't even like to use a goddamn credit card. I like to use money." You know, he said, just get a guy. He goes, fucker, just get a Cash App. I said, okay. Then all of a sudden, the next day, he sends me a bunch of money.
The thing is, like, even I remember you invited me to his place one day. And
so,
I used to live like 5 minutes away from you, Rip, in Pendleton Pike. And years later, when I got a chance to do a WWE SmackDown extra work, and he came in there, and I talked to him, and so I showed the pictures that we took it at the 24/7 gym, and I asked him, "Do you know this guy?" That's my man, Rip. And he, and anytime whenever I go there, whenever I see him.
At the Anytime Fitness Center, right?
Whenever I go there, they call me for extra work again. And second time when I went there, he was like, and I was drinking tea, and it was like, this guy's so humble. He barely knows me, and he's like, Vinish, what's up, my man? You're the guy. What's going on? And he just gave me a big handshake, and
did he offer you?
Yeah.
Did he offer you? Did he offer you his chair or anything like that?
Yeah, he was like, "You're the man." I was like, "Man, I'm nobody." No, you are the man. You're the legend. Come on down here, man. Give me a hug. And I was like, "Jesus Christ, this guy!" And he shows that love and passion. He's very humble. I mean, every student that you trained, Rip, and I met Randy, and he was in Physio's room. He was doing something, and I didn't want it to bother him. And that's something that you don't do. You don't. And I wait for him, and later I got a chance to say hi to him, and he was like, "Oh, where are you from?" And I mentioned your name. I used to live in Indianapolis. "Oh yeah, say hi to Rip." And I was like, "Wow, that respect." All the guys that came from you, like your classes, they all been very, very kind and very respectful.
Well, you got to remember, and here's something that you don't think about. Those guys were superstars, okay? They were getting a whole lot of money to learn, okay? Now, I got 70 other people in WWE that came through the doors in a beginner's class, like Santino, like Serena, like Mike Mondo, like Johnny Jeter, the Spirit Squad, like Santino, like JTG, Armando Estrada, and the list goes on and on of guys that got jobs. but they were guys that came to the school on their own dime. And I just said, well, get in line, get good, because everybody here's better than you, which means you're going to pick your fucking game up. So the guys that got fucking jobs and come in, like Johnny Jeter, Santino was from fucking Canada. They had about 5 guys in the goddamn room. He was running out of goddamn money, getting money from his mom to survive. Then all of a sudden he got the fucking call. You know, boom.
Yeah.
Johnny Jeter was from California. Mondo was fucking, Mondo was from New York City. So all these guys come from different places and they got goddamn jobs. Then they had a run where if you're related, you work there forever unless you do something stupid.
True.
But now, so that a lot of them had 8 to 10 year runs, right? You can't ask more than that. Years ago, you would try and get a year unless you were figured in into fucking territory. But you wanted to see different places, learn different styles, meet other fucking people. You wanted to travel around and do it. You know what I mean? So if I've watched, this is just a name, if I've watched The Undertaker for 20 fucking years, I'm sick of him. If I've watched John Cena, because in a normal territory, you'd have guys that stay there 4 months, 6 months, 8 months, a year, whatever. And then they might have guys that own a piece of the office and they're staying there forever. You know what I mean? But you got to have new shit with this and that. So, like when WWE went big time, they had all these big stars, and they were working the first match. That's why they had to, and then they killed all the territory, so nobody knew how to fucking work anymore. So then they had to start training their own fucking people, because the old guys, they were all, remember when they put Honky Tonk on color, they put Macho Man on color and stuff? Yeah. They were overexposed. You can't see the same fucking shit because Vince, okay, get their music over, get their costumes over, boom. Give me their signature moves, get their big finish hold, boom. It's a goddamn copycat match every fucking match, it seems fucking like. You know. But anyway, the guys that fucking made it, got goddamn jobs, took a fucking chance, that's fucking unbelievable. That's the shit I'm proud of. Them other guys were fucking figured in to be stars anyway. Were they better fucking athletes? Yes. But were they better pro wrestlers? No. They didn't have that. No. Shelton was a great athlete. Fucking, he was a heavyweight in Minnesota before Brock was. Then Brock come in and Shelton was the graduate assistant. So fucking Brock would be fucking practicing with Shelton, right? And then Dave Batista, he wasn't, you know, he was usually hiding. He didn't want to work hard. He looked fucking great. He looked like a goddamn freak. And then
Third generation.
Fucking Randy was a goddamn Orton. That's all you need to goddamn fucking say. And you're just surprised how big Randy. He's about 6'5". Randy is. But I used to partner some with his dad. So I was there when Randy was fucking born. You know. So and he was an OBW. He was like 17 or 18 or whatever. Renee was 18. Dupre, he was 18 when he was there. And he was getting all this heat because, hell, he was 18 years old. He looked like he was 32. But he was 18 years old, traveling with 35-year-olds.
He didn't know what to say, and whatever he tried to say, it's all
hang out with
stupid.
18-year-olds. You know what I mean? So he was fucked. No, you don't. No. You don't have a fucking chance. Because, fucking 8th graders don't hang out with kindergartners, you know. But everybody that got there has a special fucking story. It's all fucking major motion picture movie of the stuff you'd go through. Now, if you were related to somebody with second generation wrestler, you were pretty much fucking figured in. And you might get strike 10 and you're still in. Let's say, well, it's like Randy. Let's say Randy was, how do you call it? Mischievous. He was like Eddie Haskell, if you remember Leave It to Beaver, which you probably never seen before. Eddie Haskell was the smooth talking. He was always in trouble, you know, like messing up at school and stuff like that. But it was easy. It was easier times then. But the guys that walked through the fucking doors and got a job, that was on them. the fucking trading every day was like their Madison Square Garden. And when they seen that they would have guys under fucking contract and they wasn't getting a sniff, and their guys were getting fucking jobs. And what it was they just busting fucking balls. Of course, I'd give them the goddamn fucking pep talk, etc. About this is your fucking chance. You know what I mean? They're proving you. Look at all these motherfuckers getting goddamn job. What's the fucking matter of you? Be the first one here and the last one to leave. Fuck you. Do not take no for a motherfucking answer. Keep knocking on that door. It's like trying to hit some bitch. You keep going for that pussy, you finally fucking forget it. And after you get it, you don't want it anyway. So that was over fucking rated. But what the fuck, right? Hey, if you love the wrestling business, you're over with fucking me. If I don't give a shit if you're a high spot guy, if you're a fucking flippy guy, if you do fucking lucha, I don't give a fuck. It's wrestling is the fucking buffet. I don't want 10 fucking chicken matches. I want a chicken, I want a fish, I want a tuna fish, I want a roast beef, I want a steak, I want a fucking ham, I want a fucking lasagna, all these different styles and all these different kinds of workers. Just be safe with each other and be on the same page. And don't do nothing fucking dangerous. Fucking hurt and the pay's the goddamn say. Just oversell a minimal fucking move and people will believe it. So anyway, whatever we was talking about, I just start fucking going, you know.
Has anyone ever approached you of doing a Rip Rogers movie?
Books, yeah. Movie, a couple guys have talked about it, but there's ways, just different ways. Now the thing about what I would kid about on that thing about the Memphis territory, and I said they might as well do like they do with some movies. At the end, some of this was true. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Total fucking bullshit. Some of this was true. You know, and that's about it. But who knows? Yeah, just pay us. We'll all get in there, right? You can play me. Fucking Big V can play the fucking whoever. It doesn't make any fucking difference. Just get the fucking money, have a good time, be with as many fucking women as you can, and just fucking laugh and smile. Give yourself a wank 6 times a day and you'll be fine. You think about it wherever you want to. You don't have to put up with no bitch's mouth. Holy shit, spend money on them? No. Whatever question you ask me, that's what we start talking about. So what the fuck? I think we start talking about the recruitment, right? Well, so in almost everything Vince did, which I didn't like 99% of it, now all of a sudden Vince wasn't a wrestler. Triple H was a wrestler. He didn't have that much experience. When I'm talking about experience, if you wrestle 10 years at WWE, all you got is WWE style. You don't have a Tampa style, a Memphis style, an Atlanta style, a Charlotte style, Detroit style, an Indy style, a fucking a Portland style, a Calgary style, a Maritime style, a Montreal. There's all these different fucking styles. You got to be able to, and if you could know all that shit, you're just fucking awesome. You just get that fucking shit. If you could call that fucking ring, you're ahead of the motherfucking game. If you could cut them fucking promos on the goddamn fucking fly, we used to have to do 10, 12 promos every fucking, like Tuesday, we was doing fucking promos. You know, it's like Tuesday, Louisville Gardens, cage match, gets Ronnie Garvin, go, boom, you cut it. Then you go fucking Evansville market, you go to the fucking Memphis market, the Oak Hill market, the Knoxville market, the goddamn Lexington market, the fucking Nashville market. You know what I mean? And you just fucking boom, 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 and you were a fucking pro. You're not sitting there memorizing the fucking. Like, here's your goddamn bullet points. Say it in your own words. Say it as your character would. I don't want no motherfucking writers writing me a fucking. They don't fucking understand writers. Fuck them. Nobody watches wrestling on TV. It's horrible. The fans have told you that. There's no fucking numbers the way it used to be. It had come out way before that, and it was not real. But you made it. They hired old guys. that knew how to fucking walk and talk, knew how to be different fucking characters, give you violence, and learn to sell each other.
I have a question, Rip.
So much
there's
goddamn fun.
So many wrestling
greatest
schools
business in
all
the
over
world.
the world. So now WWE is coming out and saying that we're going to be hiring only college athletes, and of course AEW, I have no idea what the fuck they're doing. So now, if you are a wrestler, if you want somebody who just wanted to get in this business, what would be the best advice that you can give, especially looking at this time period right now?
Well, the time period, you got to remember, it's like the manager of a baseball team or a new general manager. It's like the Colts. Let's just take the fucking Colts, okay? When Peyton Manning was quarterback, they had their whole offensive line was there to protect Peyton, correct? Yeah. And now they've had like 7 quarterbacks in 7 fucking years. So what do they draft? How do you draft towards a quarterback when you're not going to keep that quarterback? You're getting guys that are pros, but they're not Peyton Manning.
Nope.
You just can't call it. So if somebody else would come in as a fucking boss, he could change everything the next year, right? And in the next year after that, they could change it again. You just don't fucking know. I would say don't say all that shit, because most of the guys that are great fucking athletes, they do not. If you're just a great fucking athlete, you want to play basketball, football, or baseball. You don't want to fucking be a pro wrestler. You got to be a fucking nutcase like we are to be a pro fucking wrestler. You got to be half fucking criminal. You got to be attracted to this motherfucking business. You do not know why. Hell, I'm a fucking 7-year-old kid sitting by watching Dick the Bruiser wrestle at midnight. I'd have to fucking set the alarm to wake up so I could watch it on a Saturday night. Because that was the only fucking wrestling you got almost. Unless you could. Then later on, I learned how to adjust the antenna, get the Sheik in Cincinnati, fucking Louisville and Nick Goulas, and fucking put it west, and I could get the fucking Paducah, Kentucky wrestling with Phil Golden, All-Star wrestling from Paducah, Kentucky.
So you're saying that anytime anything can change.
But anyway, you get on a roll about fucking wrestling. We love fucking wrestling. That's right. That's right.
Yeah. I hope they, finding these athletes are good and is good and everything. If they can find another a Brock Lesnar or a Kurt Angle,
okay, now there ain't.
That's gonna be hard.
There's no Brock Lesnar's. There's
only one Brock Lesnar. Yeah. That's why I see they're not gonna be able to just do this one way street of only going with athletes, because you can't force them to. These athletes are gonna have to have some sort of passion for the business, because
if you ain't got the passion, you ain't worth the fuck.
And it's not gonna translate either.
Right.
Like nobody like us as fans, the reason why we like when Pat McAfee got in the ring and wrestled and talked, you can tell he actually loves wrestling.
Right. You got to have that fucking passion. People can tell if you got a fucking passion for fucking something. And everybody's you got to be a character. You got to be a fucking character. Whether you're goddamn Fritz Von Erich, Dick the Bruiser, Mad Dog Vachon, Eddie fucking Graham, Bill Watts, Ole Anderson, Playboy
Gorgeous
Buddy
George.
Rose, Rowdy Roddy Piper. These were all guys that were bigger than fucking life.
And that's what they're missing these days in wrestling. They don't have these characters like they used to that made us fall in love with wrestling to begin with. They don't. It just.
Well, you're right.
It's not there, and it makes it hard for someone to want to, say, for instance, tune in on a Friday night or a Monday night when they're not. It's not there, and they got guys running it that fell in love with the business as well, but they're doing things, if it's not broke, there's no need to fix it,
Okay. And Jerry Jones is owner of the Dallas Cowboys. But he don't coach, and he ain't general manager. He surrounds himself with the best fucking coaches.
Yeah.
And he listens. Then he makes a decision. But he started out with no football experience. Just like Tony Khan started out with no wrestling experience. He's not qualified to be a booker. If he is, it's the shits. And after the new wears off, you're fucked.
He should have sat back the first 5 to 10 years and just write the check and listen. Just like
he should have had Cornette there, Jake the Snake there, these guys that could story tell, that knew how to do TV and shit. And no matter what, he would have final say.
Yeah. He brings these guys in, like Vanish said, he's got all these guys sitting in the back that he doesn't utilize.
Right. Well, that's his business. And if he says, Rip, I'm paying you $1 million a year, what do you want me to do? Oh, just hang out, do whatever, and then if I want your opinion on something, I'll ask it. Okay, that's fine. What am I going to do? Exactly what he told me to say. I'm not going to tell
Talking
him.
about $1 million.
I'm not going to
quick question.
I'm not going to mess my fucking $1 million
what is your
up.
take on
I just
the
want
whole
to have a
CM
good
Punk
time.
situation right now? Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm not in that atmosphere. I can see Punky rolled his eyes because at the very first thing they started announcing AEW.
Young Bucks and Kenny Omega,
The two, who were the guy, the Buck guy? The two? Yes, those guys. They're not wrestling stars.
Yeah.
They work in Japan. Japan is not America. It's totally fucking different. They don't know how to milk. They don't know how to work. They just do moves. And you don't go into an executive vice president just like that. No, you start out doing an assistant this, an assistant that, wrestling on this. But
prior to AEW, they did a show
you're doing that
with Kenny, Young Bucks, and Cody Rhodes, I believe. They did an independent wrestling show called All In. It was not associated with Ring of Honor or any other company. It was their one-time pay-per-view type of indie show. That's when Tony Khan got inspired and ended up starting the company.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, as long as you know how to be a billionaire in wrestling, or you know how to be a millionaire in wrestling. How do you become a millionaire in wrestling? You're a billionaire, then you lose all your money, and all of a sudden you're a millionaire because you spent all your fucking money doing this shit. So
definitely,
I'll tell you what, the Khans sure as hell know how to make money. That's for damn sure. But that ain't me, and I don't want to do that. I want to be in the wrestling business, chahaying around, having a good time, trying to live as long as I can, and fucking
but at the same time, the guy who was not wrestling for seven long years, never stepped foot in the ring for 7 long years, went to UFC, didn't work that out. He was doing his own thing, so they gave him a contract. I don't know the numbers, but then something happened. This is what I heard through the online media. They bought his contract out. For years, they're willing to pay a certain amount of money, and they are making sure that he won't go back to WWE. And now, recently, he popped in one of those MMA show as a color commentator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, good for him. It'd be great to fucking get paid whatever he was getting, right? We're paying you, this is just a number, we're paying you $1 million not to come back here. Great, thank you very much. And
you don't have to worry about getting hurt. Don't have to worry about getting hurt.
And what's he going to do?
He can start his own promotion.
What's he going to do? Whatever the fuck he wants to do. He's got money now. You don't have to do nothing. Yes, he can do whatever.
About 60% of me wants to say it's a all of work. That it's not. none of this really happened that they're saying happened, that it's getting leaked out, and like they're waiting for him to get back because he's also hurt.
Yeah, I think he tore a tricep, you heard, or something like that. But no matter what, the ball's in his court. He's laughing.
Yeah.
Because I think Tony would just soon pay him off.
Have you I was gonna ask this one of my questions, but since you don't you said you don't really watch or anything,
Right.
but here recently I saw that apparently they offered Stone Cold to do another match, and he's been posting these videos lately of him working out in the RV, doing workouts and stuff. And earlier today I saw one of him, he was doing some lunges or whatever outside the RV. Wherever it's at, it's somewhere cold. So for him to be doing that, posting these videos, I'm just wondering if them offering him this other match, who he would actually be wrestling. But I guess he got bit with the bug when from last year or earlier this year when he wrestled Kevin Owens. But people have been sprinkling, I guess, trying to say it's CM Punk, but like I said, that's not gonna happen. What would it if Rip Rogers was able to go in the ring today, who would you want to face? Like if you was able to have one last match, who would you like to have a go with?
Well, Brad Armstrong's not alive.
Yeah. I watched that, and I watched you wrestle Owen Hart here recently in a match, and I'm just like, man, they don't do it like they used to. Like I said earlier, but yeah, Brad.
Right.
I actually Scott Armstrong. He has a podcast, and I've been sometimes I'll ask questions and it gets answered over the air. I was gonna also ask, do you have any upcoming shows or events that you're gonna be popping in at coming up?
Fuck, I was gonna go. No, they have shows here all the time. That's like usually like if there's let's see, we did a thing in Fort Wayne about 3 weeks ago, signing this and selling that. And then I did something over at Bobby Fulton's at Chillicothe. I'll go somewhere. I'll take off with fucking Romer, a couple other guys. We'll go there and peddle books, sell this, do pictures, do that, whatever. Just hang out, have a good fucking time just to get out of the fucking house. I'll go to fucking shows or whatever, but I never watch a match. I'm just in the back bullshitting with guys, and we're talking stories and shit and taking pictures. I don't have any interest because I got a passion for this business. And the indie guys, God bless their souls, they don't know. I'm talking a different language than them. Once when I train you, you're shell shocked, but I get you good. And I'm wanting to get you good so that you can survive in this fucking business. No matter who you're in there with, you can have a match with. Either babyface or fucking heel. If the other guy's got to do his prearranged bullshit, you can do that, but you'll learn how to fucking call the son of a bitch. Where you can be the savior of fucking everything if need goddamn fucking be. That you really understand this fucking shit. And have no ego doing it. How do you do a job? I'm going to show you how to do a job. I'm going to show you how to do it fucking right. Because I want to elevate this guy to the next fucking level. I don't want any fucking egos in the motherfucker. And a lot of guys in the business are fucking assholes. Usually the bad guys are the good guys, really. And the good guys are the fucking assholes. But I love this fucking business. This is the business I chose, you chose, we all chose to get in. We all wanted in. We all wanted in the secret fucking fraternity. And it's like, I remember years ago, I couldn't talk to nobody when I'd go home.
Yeah.
Which was in Seymour, Indiana. Nobody was fucking, I only talked to wrestlers and shit, right? Fuck. Now, so I had to fucking train a couple guys from Seymour so that I could fucking have a conversation with somebody, because all I wanted to talk was fucking wrestling. My parents didn't. My parents, let's see. They've been to one or two matches my whole life. One of them was a night in Rupp Arena where I got my head shaved. Yeah. So, no, love this fucking business. Been at it since the fucking 70s. It don't get any better than that. Been in the ring with about everybody. And
yeah,
a lot of the guys you think are great, they're not. A lot of the guys you think they're not, they are. First time I got in with Brad Armstrong, I just started fucking laughing. We didn't say a fucking word. And he says, "What are you laughing at?" I said, "You did everything right." I'd stop on a dime, he'd stop. He'd keep that fucking buffer zone. He was always in a fighting fucking stance. He didn't say one word the whole match because I would just tell him to do something. But if I didn't, when we tied up, we just fucking tie up and struggle and struggle. Either I'd grab a hold or I'd tell him to grab a hold, but he would not do one thing unless I fucking told him to. It was just fucking all. I said, "Brad, that's the best fucking first match I've ever had with anybody in my fucking life. You did everything from bless your goddamn dad."
And I remember
your
one of the matches in WCW, Brad gave his opponent a Russian leg sweep. And most of the times you see like guys giving a Russian leg sweep and then get up. But he gave his opponent a Russian leg sweep and he did a back roll over. Yeah. And I was like, that is so cool.
Then he float over. Yeah. Well, that's like I worked with Brad on TV. During the match, I leapfrogged him once, did a blind fucking leapfrog, hit him with a back elbow to start my heat. At the end, we did a comeback, a reversal, boom. I did the same fucking leapfrog. Then he stopped on a fucking dime and Russian leg sweep me when I fucking jumped up the second time with the blind fucking leapfrog from behind. Stop, boom, Russian leg sweep, float over, 1, 2, 3. And he's just fucking laughing the whole time.
He was such an artist.
He's going, "You're fucking unbelievable." I said, "I know. Get in fucking line." Yeah, he was just fucking really good. People say, "Oh, he was underrated." I said, "No, when he was at Watts, he was on Atlanta TV when he was about 17 or 18."
And even Nick Patrick was wrestling at that time before he became a referee.
When he was in his early 20s. Had a big fucking push there. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yes.
That's right. The best fucking referees are the guys that are fucking wrestlers. Oh, yeah. Unless you got the little... but if I have a referee, I want all the referees about 5'6", about 150 pounds, so that they look all... so they make the wrestlers all look big. I want the managers fucking little, so their guys look fucking huge. I want the announcers 5'7" or so the wrestlers look fucking huge doing promos and shit.
Yeah, I'm 5.
CW, would you like to add anything else before we wind up?
Man. Nah, man. Yeah, that's all I got, man. It's been awesome. Loved every minute of it.
Well, this is the way I train wrestling. I don't do nothing in class. I tell stories. I tell fucking stories.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not all the time, but a lot of times I tell fucking stories.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one thing I'm pretty decent at is storytelling. Paint the picture with your words.
An hour.
Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was my pleasure. I don't know how long we've been on here, but okay. Well, I've had a hell of a fucking time. I enjoyed myself. See, my problem is getting where we can see each other and it's okay. Yeah. I love doing podcasts, but the technological part or whatever you call that shit, I don't get none of it, and I ain't never gonna get none. My mom, I bought her a flat screen fucking TV and a fucking computer, and I don't do them. She says, "Take that shit back." I don't know how to turn the TV on. I don't know how it works. I ain't going to use a computer. And all my friends I grew up with, they're all fucking dead. You know what I mean?
And should have got her a Ouija board.
A what?
I'm just joking. When you said all her friends that she grew up with are dead, I said you should have got her a Ouija board.
Yeah, we'll get Harry Houdini to get the Ouija. We'll get Harry Houdini out to do the Ouija board shit. Okay. Well, guys,
thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rip. I'll definitely see you soon.
When's
This
this
is going to
air?
be airing in few days because I need to edit.
When's this
and
air?
we can add some music and we're going to add some of your clippings here and there. And give me like 2 to 3 days. We'll be there. I don't care. We don't care.
Okay. I didn't cuss that much either. I don't think.
I think
For me.
we got under 100 on the F bombs.
Okay, well that's good for me.
Yeah.
What's so bad about me? See, I grew up with Ole Anderson. He would say "fuck" every other word. Randy Savage would say "fuck" every other word.
Yeah.
So these are guys I respect. So I start copying them, right?
Yeah.
Like Randy would give me his old headbands. He would give me his old wristbands. He would give me his old robe. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and then I just copy his shit, but it would come off different. You know what I mean? And if I would go so. Anyway, it was my pleasure having
Absolutely.
you guys. I had a great fucking time.
Thank you so much,
I
Rip.
hope
Yes,
you fucking
absolutely,
did.
Rip.
Maybe we can do this again
Thank you so
sometime.
much. Yeah.
Whatever. Have a good
Thank you.
night.
Thank
Everything
you.
cool?
Oh yeah.
All right.
See ya.
Okay. You guys have a good night. Love you guys.
I
Okay.
appreciate you. Thank you.